I remember, well, in the 60s, I was still a kid, believe it or not. But I remember Mother and Daddy driving out here, and there was like, Colerain Avenue, there was pigs, cows. And I'm like, where are we going? And we were like, oh, wow, we're going to the country, you know? And it was country, yeah. We were all like jumping I remember being in the station wagon, we were all jumping around. Look at the cows. Oh, look at that little piggy. So it was fun. Yeah, new adventure. (1932), Papa, my grandpa, he had been in the furniture business. And then after the Depression, it was, you know, different times. So he made a career change and decided the funeral industry would be something to venture into. So he bought the building there on Calhoun Street. It was 18 Calhoun Street. And it was just a couple of doors from St. George Church over there in the University of Cincinnati area. Mom and Papa Frederick, my grandparents, when they had the funeral home over in Coreyville, if you were visiting your grandparents, you knew what was going on, you know. And then when they opened up this one, my mom's parents lived up in the apartment up above. So you were always exposed to some aspect of it. I guess way back when, I remember as a kid, if there was a visitation and Daddy was short somebody, and you could write and you could listen to somebody and count money, you sat behind the desk and took donations, you know, and you made your list. You know, you just kind of did what you needed to do.
I remember it coming when my grandpa, you know, was here a lot, you know, helping him. Like during the summers when I was in high school and college, I helped him in his yard. I had to do a lot of stuff. He'd say, hey, come on over and do the yard work or paint or something like that. And then the next thing I know, he says, why don't you go to the funeral home and help, you know, in the parking lot or help. I'm like, nope, I'm not going near the funeral home, not going to do that. So we started doing that, and I'm glad he did, you know. So he worked my way up from, you know, washing the cars to, you know, doing this and picking weeds, and then now you're at the funeral home. So growing up, it was pretty neat, yeah. 6 more years we'll be in the business for 100 years, and right now it doesn't look like we're slowing down, which is great, you know. I bought the business from my aunt 3 years ago, so I'm the 4th generation, so I'm hoping to be in here a long more time. And we sponsor a lot of the ball teams, you know, in the White Oak area, from soccer to basketball to, you know, a golf team. There's a lot of like LaSalle High School we do a lot with, Macaulay High School, X High School, a lot of the high school Colerain that we help out wise. We do a lot of golf outings. So we did a gentleman a couple years ago, he passed away, and they do a golf outing for him in memory of him. So we donate to be a whole sponsor for that, wise. Every year at Christmas, right around Christmas, November time, we do a celebration of life service for all the members that we did this year. It's really cool that we have a priest or a deacon or a minister come in and talk, and then we talk also, and then we give them a gift, say thank you for coming here, and we have a picture of their loved one on a video. So it's real nice that we do that every year. We've done it, I guess, maybe 17 years now. It's been a long time, so we've done that. And like our family center, we allow our community to use our family center too. We've had bridal showers there, we've had baby showers, we've had Christmas parties. There's a family that lives across the street. Every Christmas they use it for us. We've buried their generations and generations, so we've let them use it wisely. It's nice. So I think it's getting out there that our family centers, people can use it, which is nice. Around here, the community it's changed a little bit, but it's still a nice community. We do a lot of Catholic funerals around here, and we have a great reputation around here.
Not being corny, but it's kind of a calling that you're there to help the people through the roughest times, I'm sure, in people's lives. And like I said, guiding them so they don't have to make decisions like without thinking about it or contemplating what's the best for us to do. You don't have to necessarily do it like Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, you know, you can do it your way, and continually being there to help them like down the road with other resources for whatever support they might need. If it's going to be maybe that one little building block that helps get them through it, we'll do whatever we can. There's always something that's like, oh, that's a new one, but we'll do our best.
People, they love their cars, so of course that's the first car in procession. You know, that's the main thing.
Well, we've had a motorcycle in the building next to the casket because that was that gentleman's big thing.
You know, Dad was a golfer. Can we bring his golf clubs in? Yeah, put them around the golf. Yeah, do that. You know, put it in there. Mom loved. And one family, she was a great cook, so they had all the recipes, and they put them. I said, print them out, and put them by the book, so that people could take their recipe with us, which was nice too. We
had one where they were a coach, I'll say, and always had at sporting events always had a towel around his neck. So when we went from church to the cemetery, we had rally towels hanging out of everybody's windows.
We did a young girl that she loved Pooh Bear, so we got string or Pooh Bear ribbon, and we had everybody put a Pooh Bear ribbon on it. We had a priest that passed away. He always had a rag, like a white cloth, because he's always sweating. So we had a funeral at St. Ives, and during St. Ives, I'm like, we got to do something. So I ran across the Sam's Club, got some white rags real quick, and so when they came out, we passed them out to everybody. And I still see one of his brothers every once in a while. And he said, "I still have that towel. I still have the towel." So it's cool that you could personalize stuff like that. Having a discussion.
I mean, nobody likes to talk about it, but it is a fact of life. I mean, that's the only one of the real guarantees that there is that eventually it's going to come to an end. A lot of times people come in and they'll say, like if it's for a parent, I don't have a clue as to what they wanted. I don't know if they wanted to be buried. I don't know if they wanted cremation. And that's sad because they got to make that decision like within such a short time frame. And a lot of times if they come in and speak to us about it, and then if it's a couple coming in, and if they're, let's say, older, or as I like to say, mature, then I always try to impress on them, please have the discussion with your family, because one, if you have your wishes here, they know it's here, and two, if they don't, they won't know what to do. Maybe they would decide on something different for you or decide on somewhere else for you. So we try to encourage that. And I think a lot of it is just educating people to do that. And it's not a bad thing. We've never had a family come to us afterwards and say, I wished I'd never done it. The kids or the spouse left over says, I'm so glad that they did.